Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Genius Chalk. In today's session, we will be discussing Mixture and Alligation, fifth part. So let's start the session. How many kgs of wheat at 16 rupees per kg must be mixed with 24 kg of wheat at 26 rupees per kg so that the mixture be worth 20 rupees per kg? So how many kgs of wheat? That means it is asking about the quantity. So first, the wheat which is there with us, it is 16 rupees per kg. Second wheat is 26 rupees per kg. We have mixed them both and the mixture is worth 20 rupees per kg. So by applying alligation method, we can find 26 minus 20, that has to be 6, and 20 minus 16 is 4. That is coming out to be 3:2. Now, this first type of wheat, which is 16 rupees per kg, that's quantity is asked. That means the value of 3 has to be found, whereas the quantity of 26 rupee per kg wheat is given as 24 kg. 24 kg. So this is 2 value is equal to 24 kg, 1 value is equal to 12 kg. Now we can see that it is asking 3 value, so 3 will be 3 into 12, that is going to be 36 kg. So this is my answer for this question. So applying alligation, and afterwards we just have to equate the quantity. So 2 is equal to 24, so 1 is equals to 12, so 3 is equal to 3 into 12, that is 36 kgs. Let's go ahead. Next one. How much tea at 4 rupees per kg should be added to 15 kg of tea at rupees 10 per kg so that the mixture be worth rupees 6.50 per kg? So 4 rupee per kg. That means, let's start with the first, that is 4 rupee per kg added to 15 kg. That means the quantity is written as 15, fine. And at 10 rupee per kg, and overall the mixture is worth 6.5 rupee per kg. So applying alligation, what is the difference we are having? So this difference is 6.5 minus 4, that is 2.5, and 10 minus 6.5, as we know that it is the average, so the difference between 10 and 6.5 is going to be 3.5. So what is the ratio? If you cancel the decimal, it has to be 7:5. Now, how much tea at 4 rupees? So this 7 value is asked, whereas this is given that this 5 value is how much? It is 15 kg. So 5 value is 15 kg. So 1 value is 5, 3s are 15, right? So 1 value is 3 kg. The 7 value has to be 7 into 3, that is 21 kg. So the right answer has to be option C. Next one. How many kgs? Again, we have to find the quantity. At 42 rupees per kg, must a shopkeeper mix with 25 kg of salt at 24 rupees per kg so that he may sell the mixture at 40 rupees per kg and gains 25%. Okay, so first we know that it is 42 rupees per kg and it is a salt first variety. Second variety, it is 24 rupees per kg and the mixture be worth 40 rupees per kg. Now make sure, this is we have learned from the previous session as well, that 40 rupees per kg is not the cost price. It is basically selling price of the mixture. And here I want cost price of mixture, because this is cost price, this is cost price. So the average also must be cost price. So, and I've also told you how to find cost price using formula and as well as fraction. So what is 25%? 25% is 1 by 4, whereas this 4 is cost price and 1 is the profit. So if this 4 is cost price, 1 is profit, that means 5 has to be the selling price. And in this question, 5 value is given as 40 rupees per kg. So 5 value is given as 40 rupees per kg. That means 1 value will be 8, right? 1 value is 8. That means profit is 8. That means what is 4 value? The 4 8s are 32. That means this value, cost price of mixture, has to be 32. I hope this point is clear. See, 4 is cost price, 1 is profit. That means 5 is the selling price, and 5 value is already given as 40 rupees per kg. So 1 value is 8 and 4 value is 32. That means overall cost price of the mixture has to be 32. I have given you another way in terms of formula also you can find the value. That is, we know that cost price of mixture, it is always equals to 100 by 100 plus minus gain percent into selling price of mixture. So here the selling price of mixture is 40 and it is going to be 100 by 125. After cancellation, we'll find that this is 5, this is 4, 5, 8s are 40, 8 4s are, again it is coming out to be 32. So using this formula as well and using the direct percentage way, we can have this answer. Now I'll rub this. So we have got cost price of mixture as 32. So can we find the ratio now? Yes, we can. So cost price of mixture we have found. Now apply the allegation. 24, 32, it is 8. 32, 42, it is 10. So it is 4:5. Now, what is given? It is given that this 25 kg of the second type, this 24 rupee per kg is 25 kg in quantity. So 5 value is equal to 25 kg. So 1 value is equal to 5 kg. And this 4 value is asked. This 42 rupees per kg quantity is asked. This is the ratio of the quantity we know. So 4 into 5, it is 20 kg. So my answer of the question has to be option A, right? Let's move ahead and solve the next. Now there are 65 students in a class. Because our type which is going on, it is we are finding the number of people. That means we are finding the ratio, right? So there are 65 students in a class. 39 rupees are distributed among them, so that each boy, so there is each boy, then there is each girl. Each boy receives 80 paise and each girl receives 30 paise. Find the number of boys and girls in the class. Okay, so let's see, the total students are 65. Fine. Each boy is getting 80 paise, each girl is getting 30 paise. So let's see overall how much they will get. So overall money is 39 rupees. So can I write 3900, and this is distributed among 65 students. That means each student get this much. So calculate it. 13 5s are 13, 3s are 39, and it is coming out to be 60. That means overall each student is getting 60 rupees. So 60 paise per student. So now you can apply allegation. 60 minus 30, it is 30, and 80 minus 60 is 20. So the answer is 3:2. Now we know that there are total 3 plus 2, there are 5 total students whose value is 65. So 1 value will be 13, as we know that 5 into 13 is 65. Now it is fine. Trying to find. It is telling us to find the number of boys and girls. So if 1 value is 13, so 3 value will be 39. 13 into 3, and 2 into 13. That is going to be 26. So right answer has to be option A. Option A has to be my answer, and this is the correct option, right? Next one. Similar type. A sum of rupees this much is made up of 80 coins, which are either 10 paise or 5 paise coins. Okay. How many coins of 5 paise are there? Fine. So there are two categories, 10 paise or 5 paise. Fine. Let's see. 10 paise, 5 paise. 6.4 is made up of 80 coins. So can I find in one coin how much paise? So 6.4 rupees. That means if I multiply this by 100, this will be gone. So 6.40 into 100 is 640. Dividing by 80, it is 8. So every individual coin is worth 8 paisa. Now applying alligation, 8 minus 5, that is 3. 10 minus 8, that is 2. Now there are total 80 coins. That means I can say total is 5. 5 is equal to 80. So 1 is equal to 16. If 1 is equal to 16, how many coins of 5 paise? So what is 2 equal to? So 2 has to be equal to 32. That means option B is my right answer. Right? Next one, similar type. Rupees 41 is distributed among 50 children, and each boy and each girl. So each boy receives 90 paise, each girl receives 65. Overall 41 rupees. So in paise it will be 4100 paisa divided by 50 children. So each children will get 5 8s are 40, 5 2s are 10. So this is 82. So this is 82. Calculate. It is 8 and it is 17. So 17 is to 8 is my total. So what is the total now? 25. And 25 is the total number of students as per us, but the actual students are 50. So it is a multiplying factor of 2. So 17 will be 34. And it is only the thing which is asked. That is, number of boys is how much? They have to be 34. Like 25 units is 50. So it is multiplying factor of 2. Like we can say 1 is equal to 2. So 17 is equal to 17 into 2, 34. If suppose girls, number of girls were asked, 8 into 2, 60. So in this case, option C is my right answer. Next one, average of the marks obtained in an exam by 8 students was 51. Okay, 51 average marks, 8 students. 9 other students have got 68. Find the combined average. So this I have given you many ways in the last class as well. So first way which we have discussed for this was that apply N1 A1. This is A1, this is N1, this is average number 2, this is number 2. So solve like this: 51 N1 A1 plus N2 A2 upon N1 plus N2, that is 8 plus 9. So we can see that 51 into 8 plus 68 into 9, it is divided by 17, and 17 is common overall. So 17 3s are 51, 17 4s are 68. So this is 24 plus 36, and that is going to be 60. So combined average has to be 60. This is my first approach. Second approach is 51 students, 51 average for 8 students, 68 average for 9 students. Now if I do with the alligation, it has to be like this is 8 and this is 9. So the rule is that the sum of the ratio, what is the sum of the ratio? 17. It has to be as same as this. You can see that the difference of the above averages must be equal to the sum of the two ratio. The sum of the two ratio is 17 and the difference above is also 17. That means whatever is the ratio written, they are the actual ratios. That means we can write 51, right, and something which is more than 51, that must be 9. So that something must be 60, because 60 minus 9 only is giving you 51, or 60 minus 51 is 9. And here also 68 minus 60 is going to give you 8. So this is my answer, 60, with the help of second way. Now third way, 51 marks for 8 students, 68 marks for 9 students. Now what will be happening? If you say the total is 51 itself, now this 17 is how much more? This is like, this is 17 more than this, and this is for 9 students, and overall whatever is the difference, it will be distributed among all students. So it will be distributed among 17 students, which is 8 plus 9. So 51 plus 9 is also giving you 60, which is my fourth option. You can go either of the ways, but your answer should be correct. Next one. In a school, there are 500 boys and girls. Fine. That means total students are 500. So total 500 girls and all students, and I have to find the average of boys. Okay, boys, girls. So average age of girls is 30. Average age of boy need to find, and overall average age of all students is 24, and the ratio is, okay, I'll write it here. It is 3:2. If this is 3:2, that means it is, you see, I have told you the sum of this, which is 5, must be the difference of this, or difference should be in some ratio. So in this way, if you try to find like this, 24 and 2, so this is more than 24, so this value must be less than 24, right? So here, because there is nothing to check for this, that means either we can check from option, or the best method is apply the N1A1 approach. Suppose you check from option. Let's check from option. What is the first option? 20. So if this is 20, this is 24, this has to be 4, and this is 6. Now you can see it is actually multiplying factor of 2, right? It is actually multiplying factor of 2, 3 into 2. So that means this must be my answer. We can see that. Now you can check the difference. What is the sum here? 6 and 4, it is 10, and here the difference is also 10. That means this is also satisfying. So A option has to be my answer. Now you can ask that why not you take B option to check. Let's take B option also. So if you take B option, it is 30. So if you take 30, is it possible? No. 30 average has to be 30. So this can never be my answer. This can never be my answer. Second, if you take 35, you see this 24, which is the average, it must be lying between 35 and 30. This is the average actually. Average always lie between the smallest and the highest number. So it is not coming in the range of 30 to 35. That's why this is also not possible. 15, we can check for 15. 30 girls average, boys you have to find, and whatever we are trying to assume, let's write it directly. 15 is the average age of boys. Girl average age is 30. Overall average is 24. If you see the difference, it is 6 and it is 9. So the ratio is 2:3, whereas the ratio here is 3:2, which is opposite actually. Boys should be 3. So this 15 is giving us opposite ratio, which is not possible. So I have to go with A option. That is 20. Alright. So this is a good question, and we can solve. And this is, we have solved the option. Rest, the easiest way is like this is 30. This is X. Overall is 24. And the ratio is 3:2. So we can directly apply N1A1. So this is 3 into X, N2A2 upon N1 plus N2 equal to 24. So 3X plus 60 equal to 120. So 3X will be 60. So X has to be 20. So this is also one method which we can use, right? So in a school, there are 1100 boys and girls in a school. Average age of boys is 40 and all the students is 64. So average age of boys is 40. All the students is 64. The ratio of number of boys and girls is 5:6. So let's write it. And 40/64, it is coming out to be 5:6. boys is 40, all students 64. This I guess we need to find, and ratio is also given as 5:6. Find the average age of girls. So this is 40 into 5 plus x into 6, and that has to be 11, right? It must be 64. This is one way we can solve, right? So this is 200, this is 6x, and this is 64 into 11, so it will be 4, and 6 4 10 704. So if you find 6x will be equal to 504, x will be 6 8s are 48, x is coming out to be 84. So 84 has to be my answer. So sometimes the basic method is also very good to solve. Else, if you use the alligation, again you can find that this is 40 years boys, all students 64, girls, and then ratio is 5:6. Now if you check what is the difference here, the difference is 24. So this is 4 times, so this also must be 4 times, that is 20. So if 40 is less than 64, then 64 plus 20 also must be here. That's why 84, not 80. So 64 plus 20, it is 84, has to be my answer. And the same we can do in the previous question as well. That is, here we can talk about average age of boys. Girls is 30 years, and afterwards 24, and ratio of the boys is 3:2. So see, find out the ratio first. What is the difference? This 24 and this is 36, which is multiplying by 2. So this also has to be multiplied by 2, that is 4. So 24 minus 4 has to be 20. Then only between 20 and 30, 24 will lie. That's why answer was option A. So you can try like this also, right? So these methods are valid for all of these type of questions. Now a container contains milk, water, and alcohol in the ratio 4:5:3. Okay, write it very carefully. So it is milk, water, alcohol. What is the ratio? The ratio is 4:5:3. Now, in another container, this is container number 1. Another container, the ratio of water and alcohol is 7:3. If first container contains 4 liters, second container, okay, first container has, second container, the water and alcohol is 7:3. If first container contains 4 liters, so this is totally how much? Okay, what I'll do is I'll write this here so that you can understand very easily. It's like milk, water, alcohol. The first container 4:5:3. Second container 7:3. First container contains 4 liters. Second container 5 liters. So it is first container is 4. But before that, let's check their quantities. So this is 12 liters. This is 10 liters. Fine. So what is their LCM? Their LCM is 60. So in order to make it equal first, because there is some shifting happening, material from one container to the next container, the quantity should be same. So first I need to multiply this by 5 and this by 6, because 10 6 are 60, 12 5 are 60. Afterwards it is given first contain 4 liters, so it is multiplied by 4, and second multiply by second container contains 5, so this is multiplied by 5. Now this 12 we have just used to check the multiplying factors or check the total. So this is 5 cancel, this is 2, this is 3. So this is 2, this is 3. So this is multiplied by 2 and this is multiplied by 3. So what is the new ratio? It will become 8, 10 and 6. It is 21 and 9. This is the ratio. Now it is saying that find the fraction of alcohol in the resultant mixture. Now you know when they will be mixing, it is milk, it is water, it is alcohol. The same constituent will be mixed with the same constituent, right? So it is how much? Now milk will be remaining as it is after mixing. This will be water, will be added in water, it becomes 31. Alcohol will be added in alcohol, that is becoming 15. So now it is asking you, find the fraction of alcohol in the resultant mixture. So what is the fraction of alcohol? It is 15 by 46 plus 8, 54. Can you find the ratio? 3 5s are 3 18s are. So 5 by 18, option D has to be my answer. Okay, so this is a unique type which we have not covered so far. So try to solve this also. Next type, the same. In a mixture, 80% is copper and the remaining is tin. Fine, 80% is copper, remaining is tin. That means tin is 20%. In another mixture, 85% is copper, 12% is tin. Fine. In what ratio these two mixtures be mixed so that the new mixture must have 15% tin? Fine. So let's find the ratio first. So first has 20% tin because 80% is copper, remaining is 20%. Second 85%, so what is tin? 12. Overall this is 15%. So what is it? 15 minus 12, 20 minus 15, that is 5. 3:5. 3:5 is the ratio. Now 3:5 is only present in the option, so we can mark correctly. But it is asking you another thing also. Find the percentage of copper in the new mixture. Okay, so this was, we have found the ratio. Now in the new mixture, what was the ratio in the first one? Check. Ratio was 80%. Then second, it was, I'm talking about copper now, as we need to find the percentage of copper. So that is 85. Now overall we need to check what is the ratio. Ratio is, we have got whatever is the ratio, we have taken tin here. The ratio will be same for copper also. So the ratio is this and we need to find this. Now we can see that it's an application of the same what we have done in the previous question. So can you find it now? 80 into 3, or the best way I have told you, this will be a little calculative. So we know that it is 3:5, so I'll rub this now. So what we'll use that deviation method or weighted average method, that is 80 for 3 people, 85 for 5 people. So if 80 for 3 people, let's assume the average is 80. So this 85 is 5 more and this is for 5 people. Overall is, there are 8 people. So 80 plus 25 by 8, how much? 80 plus 3, 83. This I can write like 80 plus 24 by 8 plus 1 by 8. So 24 by 8 is 3. So 83 plus 1 by 8 will be 83, 1 by 8. And you know that 1 by 8 is 0.125%. That is satisfying option D. Although we have got the ratio already, so we can get our answer directly. But as it was asking the percentage of copper also, we have found by using that ratio which we have got firstly. All right, next question. Harsh has 840 water bottles of 3 types. Fine. The first type, second type, third type. He has 840 bottles. Fine. On the first, he gains 6%, second 10%, and third 14% profit, and earns 8.82 by 5% for the first two, and 10% on all. Okay, 10% profit on all. Now find the number of bottles. Okay, it is 8.2 by 5. How much? That is going out to be, because first and second is given and it is coming in the middle also. 8 comes between 6 and 10 somewhere, so we can use it. So 8.2 by 5 will be 8.2 by 5 will be 42/5. So this is going to be 42/5. So multiply all sides by 5. So this becomes 30%. This becomes 50. This becomes 42. So 50 minus 42 is 8. 42 minus 30 is 12. So 2:3 is the ratio. So 2:3 the ratio of first and the second type. Now overall is giving 10% profit. So where 10 will lie? 10% profit on overall. So let's check the third one. So first ratio I will write here 2:3. It is first and second ratio. Now let's check for the last overall and what we can use for that overall. Let's check that as well. So what we are going to check, it will be 10% profit on all types. So 10% average, it should be first and second, and let's say third. First and second is 8.2 by 5, that is 42/5, and third was 14, and here it is 10%. So just multiply by 5 to make it equal. Okay, 42%, 50%. 50 minus 42 is 8, and 70 minus 50 is 20. This is becoming 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, right? See, the first and the second were 2 and 3. Now check very carefully. Check very carefully. First and second was this. Now 2 and 3 total is 5. That means first and second here also you can see they are 5. That means the third is 2. That means my ratio has to be 2:3:2. Right? 2:3:2. This is my correct ratio. Now I hope this is clear. See what I have done. I have found first and second first. There I have got the ratio as 2:3. Then I have got first and second combinedly given and with third, because at 10 is coming in these two only. So afterwards I got 5:2. That means first and second together must be in quantity 5, and they are 2:3 ratio. Total is 5 and the last is 2. So this is my ratio. Now 2:3:2 is my ratio. We can find it very easily. So 840 bottles. Okay, so 840 bottles. How many are there? 4 plus 3, 7. If you multiply with 2, multiply with 3, multiply with 2 again, you'll get your answer. So this becomes 240. This becomes 360. This becomes 240 again. So what is my answer? 240, 360, 240. A brilliant question using alligation. All right, let's move ahead. Now come to the next type, where we'll be discussing income and expenditure based questions on alligation method. So let's income of J increases by 15% if her expenditure increases by 11/1/9, saving by 16/2/3. Find out the ratio between expenditure and saving. Now remember that income minus expenditure is always equal to saving. So If you apply or if you write income as expenditure plus saving, that means if you apply allegation on expenditure and saving, you will get the overall as income. Okay, so it is saying income is 15%, so overall is 15%. Expenditure, this is expenditure, this is saving. Expenditure is 11 1 by 9, which we say as 1 by 9. Saving by 16 2 by 3, that is we say 1 by 6. And 15% is 15 by 100, that is 3 by 20. Next, now we need to remove this denominators. So what is the LCM? 20 into 9, 180. 180 has to be the correct one. 120 will not be. 180 is fine. So multiply this by 180 and get your required result. 29 is 9 is 27. 20, 30. So it is like expenditure is 20, saving is 30, and income is 27. What is the ratio? Expenditure and saving. So 30 minus 27, it is 3. So it is 3:7. Actually, this is written reverse. So please check and correct it. It has to be 3:7. So 3:7 is my right answer for this question. All right. Next, income increases by 7%. That means we can write income is here in the middle. Expenditure increases by 9, and saving we don't know actually, but we know the ratio 5:3. So 5, it is X. So we can find it directly also. It's your choice. Here you can find it directly. It's easy. 9 into 5, 45 plus X into 3, and 1 A1. This is average 1. This is number 1. And then 3 into X upon 8, that is equal to 7. So 56 minus 45, 3x, x will be 11 by 3. That is B option. So this way we can solve this question faster, because x is to be required. Else if you use this difference method, it will be a little tough, because 2 value is 3. So it is 1.5. So 5 value has to be 1.5. So that is, we can find like that. But it will take time. So that's why this method is put here. Next one, ratio of expenditure and saving is 3:2. Is 3:2. Income increases by 10%. Income is in the middle. Expenditure also increases by 12%. This we need to find. So we can apply the same thing. Here it is easy. Directly you can see 12 minus 10 is 2. So 12 is more than 10. So 10 minus 3 has to be 7. So 7% is my answer. Directly you can see that. Okay. Next one. Income and saving is this. Now here income and saving ratio is given. Earlier it was expenditure and saving. So we can find income and saving. So if income is 4, saving is 1, that means expenditure is 3 and saving is 1. So it is 3:1. Next, income increases by 7%. Let's apply allegation here. Income increases by 7% in the middle. Expenditure and saving, the ratio is 3:1. Next, income increases by 7%. Expenditure increases by 7.5. And percentage change is saving we can find. So here you can use directly that 7.5 minus 7 is 0.5. It is getting double. So what should be half of this? It should be 1.5. So it is more than 7. It is less than 7. you can see 7.5 is more than 7. It has to be 0.5 is multiplied by 2, so this must be 1.5. So 7 minus 1.5 has to be 5.5. Now it is saying what is the percentage change in the saving. So it is option A, 5.5. All right, next question we have is a liquid P is 1 3/7 times as heavy as water. Water is 1 2/5 times as heavy as liquid Q. Amount of liquid P that must be added to 7 liter of liquid Q so that mixture weigh as equal volume of water. So if you take water as 1, so it will be 1 3/7, that is 10/7 times water. If you take water as 1, will be P will be 10/7. Okay. Next is water is also 1 2/5, that is 5 on the 5 plus 2 7. 7/5 times as the liquid Q. Now if P is given in terms of water, can we find Q also in terms of water? Because actual average will be for water only. So it is Q will be 5/7 of water. I hope this concept is clear. Because why I'm taking water on the right hand side? Because the overall allegation is on equal volume of water. So it is 10/7, it is Q/7. And if you take water as 1, our work is done. So this time it's P, this is Q. P in terms of water is 10/7. Q in terms of water is 5/7. Overall, the amount of liquid P that must be added to 7 liter of liquid Q so that mixture weigh as an equal volume of water. So equal volume means 1, because water is same. Let's say the minimum value is 1. So in order to cancel these denominators, I have to multiply by 7. So this has to be 10, this has to be 5, this has to be 7. So now you can find the respective ratio. This 7, this 10. So overall its difference is 3. 7 and 5 is 2. So 2:3. 2:3 is the ratio. Now it is given that Q is how much? Q is actually given as this Q as 7 liters. 3 value is 7 liter, 1 value is 7/3 liter. The 2 value is asked, this P value is asked. So P will be 2 into 7/3, that is 14/3. A option has to be my answer, 14/3. Right? A very good question. Again, I repeat, we have changed P in terms of water and W and Q also in terms of water, as overall allegation will be on water. So everything has to be converted as per water. So volume is same. So let's take water as 1. That is the equal volume. And that's how we can solve this. In the end, we have equated. So all these questions today, whatever we are discussing, they are on same type. And the type is that you have to play with this ratio. This ratio is sometimes 7, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. Equate this ratio with the actual number given and then find this one on that same basis. Okay, this is what we are doing today. So let's move on to the next. Now, there is a topic called average. In that also we have, because actually allegation method is derived from average. So this question also is very important for that. A bowler gives runs at the rate of 11.5 runs per wicket. Per wicket, right? Per wicket. So you see how the run rate of bowler is calculated. It is number of runs given by number of wickets taken. Number of runs given by number of wickets taken. So it is saying that the run rate was 11.5 runs per wicket. He takes 5 wickets for 40 runs because of his average decreases by 0.5 runs. Find the total number of wickets. So here you see, if you apply allegation on run rate, then wickets, number of wickets will be taken as the ratio. So let's apply. This is the first case, this is the second case. In the first case, he has already taken some wickets. That is, he had this average. What was the average? 11.5, right? he had 11.5. Then after taking 5 wickets for 40 runs, average decreases because he is taking more wickets, so average will decrease. What is 11.5 suggests? That if you give 11.5 runs, then you can take 1 wicket. But if you are taking or giving 11 runs and taking 1 wicket, that means this average is better. So average will decrease in this case, always remember. That means the bowler is getting better. Okay, so 11.5, and this we need to find, and this is decreasing, so 11 is the average now. What is the ratio? The number of this is the average, decreases by 0.5 runs, and in the last match they are the number of runs. So in the last match, what is the average? 40 runs and 5 wickets. So average has to be 8. Can I say average has to be 8? So this is 8. Now can you apply alligation? So what is the difference? Just apply that. It is 3 and it is 0.5. That is 6 and 1. Multiply these by 2. So 6. Now how many? As I already told you that this is the ratio of wickets. Why? Because in the initial class, the last class, I have told you, whenever alligation is applied on run rate, then wickets will be in the ratio. So that means 1 wicket he is taking in the last match, which is the second case. So actually he is not taking 1 wicket, he is taking 5 wickets. So what is the multiplier factor? 5. So that means up to now, earlier he has taken 6 into 5, 30 wickets, and 5 wickets in the last match. So it's saying find the total number of wickets the bowler has taken till the last match. That means earlier he has taken 30 wickets, now he's taken 5 wickets. So overall wickets which he have taken is 35. Okay, another beautiful application of alligation. Alright, next one. In an exam, there are 90 questions. In an exam, there are 90 questions. Correct answer, 5 marks will be added. Wrong answer, 2 marks will be deducted. A student attempted all questions and scores 387. How many right questions you can attempt? You can solve this question using different methods. Let's say total are 90 questions. Let's say if X questions are correct, then I can say 90 minus X are incorrect. For every correct question, you are getting 5 marks. So total marks you will get is this. And for every incorrect, 2 marks will be deducted. So for 90 minus X question, it will be minus 2. And overall score is coming out to be 387. Now if you solve 5x minus 180 plus 2x, it is 387. So this is 7x equal to 387 plus 180, so 38 plus 18, that is plus 20, 58, so it is 567. So x will be 7, so x will be 81. This is the basic method we can solve. Okay, now I'll come to the alligation method. In alligation method, what I'll do, if I assume that there are 90 questions already given, every question is correct. This is correct, this is wrong. So if 90 are the questions, for every correct, he will be given 5 marks. So his total score must be 450. And let's suppose if all the questions are incorrect, so it will be minus 90 into 2 because minus 2 marks are detected. So minus is actually here. I have written it here for the convenience. So it has to be minus 180. But what is the actual marks? It is 387. So we can find the difference now. What is the difference coming out? 387 minus, it should be 387 minus of minus 180, and 450 minus of 387. So 387 plus 180 is 567. And what is the difference here? It should be 63. Now cancel 7 9s are 781s are. So you can see that 81 questions, because total were 90 questions, so 81 plus 9 is 90. So 81 questions are the correct ones. So this is the right answer, right? So this is how you can approach to this, because 81, see, 81 plus 9 is 90 questions. Our value is also 90 and questions are also 90. That means one value is 1. So actually he has done 81 questions correct, right? So this is how we can apply allegation. Next one. In a parking, there are some scooters and cars. When all tires are counted, they are 520. Now all the similar types will cover now. So when all tires are counted, they are 520. So overall, all tires, there were scooters, there were cars. Okay. So if you calculate, if all tires are counted, they are this. So let's say, now how many tires does scooter have? So there are how many vehicles? 175. So for scooter, let's do it here. This is scooter, this is car. So there are 175 vehicles. Let's say all are scooters. That means they must be 175 into 2. They have to have 350 tires. And when all are cars, they must have 175 into 4. That means 175 into 4. That is double of this, 700. So what is happening? Overall tires are 520. So this is how we can apply allegation, and we can solve it now. How much? 500 to 700, 200. So it has to be 20 less, 180. 52 and 35. 35 plus 20 has to be 17, right? 170. So what is the total ratio? 18 are the scooters, cars are 17. If I add, I'll see 18 plus 17. How much is the total? The total is 35. And what is the total here? It is 175, which is exactly 5 times. That means how many number of scooters are there? 18 into 5, 90. How many numbers of car? 17 into 5, 85. So 90 and 85 has to be my answer. I hope it is clear, right? So this is allegation method. You can solve. There are 2 more methods I'll discuss. Like one is the basic one. If you count scooter, let's say it is S. So number of scooters plus number of cars, they are total is 170. This is equation method. Then another case, this is the number basis, hai na? If you count the number of tires, scooter has 2 tires, car has 4, and the overall number is 520. So need to solve these 2 equations, like multiply overall equation by 2. So this is 2 and this is also 2. So this S gets cancelled. Then this becomes 300 and this is minus. So this is minus 4C plus 2C minus 2C, and that is minus 180. So here you can see that C is coming out to be 90, right? And if C is 90, S plus C is overall 175. If C is 90, so S has to be 85. So this is how we can solve it, and this is the basic way. And if you know that how to solve this linear equation fast, you can solve this without using this also. Like, what is the method? I'll just discuss. Whenever we have 2 equations and you have to solve it faster, then what we do, if you want to find S, then what you do, just forget S and cross everything. So it is 1. So 1 into 520, and this is minus 175 into 4, right? I hope I'm clear. Next, and next, just multiply like this. This is 1s, so 1 into 4 minus 2 into 1. Okay, and this value, if you apply this, it will be in minus. So here you'll just use minus for this x variable or s. Even if you solve this, how much? 175 into 4, 700 minus So this is 180 basically. So this minus I have just put to clear this minus. So minus minus plus, and this is how much? 2. 4 minus 2, 2. So number of scooters are 90. If number of scooters are 90, car you can find. Okay, this is another method to solve this question. Right. One more approach I want to give you is this, that if this 520, if you suppose scooters have 2 tires, cars have 4 tires, can I write these cars as 2 plus 2? Can I write this cars as 2 plus 2? Yes, I can. That means if both have 2 tires, then number of total tires would have been 175 into 2 only. That means they must be 300, right? 175 into 2 is 300. That means if scooter and car both had 2 tires, then total number of tires must have been 300. But what is the total number of tires? We can see the total number of tires. You see, if scooter has 2 tires, car also have 2 tires. If the number of vehicles are 175, then all are having 2 tires, right? So that means the total number must be not 300, sorry, it should be 350, right? So 175 must be 350. But what is the actual number of tires? It is 520. So can you tell me why are these number of tires more? Because of this car's 2 extra tires. Are you getting my point? See, if both have 2 tires, total number of tires must have been 350. But they are not 350, they are 520. So why they are extra? Because there are 2 tires for cars also present which are extra. So how many are them? They are 170. So 170 tires are present and every car has 2 tires. So if I want to find number of cars, I'll divide this by 2. This 2 will come here. That means how many cars are there? That is 85. If 85 cars are there and total are 175, that means 90 must be the number of scooters. So this is another way which you can solve this question. Okay. All right. Next one, the same type. If there are 10 pets, some are dogs, some are cats. Each dog eat 6 biscuits. Each cat eat 5 biscuits. The total are 56 biscuits for them. Find the number of dogs. Again, using first the topic which we are discussing, that is alligation. So let's say there are 10 pets and let's suppose 10 pets are there and each dog eat 6 biscuits. This is dog, this is cat. So if 10 pets are there, each dog eats 6 biscuits. The total number of biscuits dog eat must be 60. Fine. If each cat eat 5 biscuits, the total number of biscuits cat eat must be 10 into 5, that is 50. But actually, how many are the total biscuits? Actually, they are 56. So just apply alligation now. It is 6, the difference, and it is 4, the difference, and the ratio is 3:2. Right? This is my ratio. If the ratio is 3:2, that means total are 10 pets. Here the total is 5. So 5 value is 10. That is multiply factor of 2. That means not 3. It is 6 number of dogs. And if there are 6 dogs out of 10, that means 2 into 2, 4 must be the number of cats. So number of dogs are asked. So my answer should be 6. If cats are asked, answer should be 4. This is by alligation. Now by equation. If there are 10 pets, each dog eats 6. So let's say dog plus cat. How many? Total are 10. First equation. Each dog eats 6. So total biscuits eaten 6D. Each cat eats 5. So total biscuits eaten is 5. So overall is there are total 5. So overall is 56 biscuits have been eaten. Yeah. Now just solve. If you want to solve, let's multiply this by 5. So this also by 5. This also by 5. So this becomes 50. This minus got subtracted. This is minus D. This gets cancelled. minus 56, so this is minus 6. So dog value is straightforward, coming as 6. And I have told you another approach also. Without using this, you can solve this question, that is this. So second method to solve linear equation is that if you want to solve for D, right, they have one value, right? I've written 1. If you want to solve for D, D will be cross multiply this. So this is 5 into 10, minus will be outside, minus 56 into 1 divided by 1 into 5, right, and minus 6 into 1. So basically overall is mod. So this is, we can find D, right? So basically overall is mod. So this is 50, this is 56, this will be 6 minus, and it is 1. So number of dogs will be 6. Okay, this is also mod, so this is in mod. So this is 6, number of dogs are 6. So this is another way we can solve. Next way is, which we have just discussed, that is if dog and cat. So if suppose dog also eat 5 biscuit, cat is already eating 5 biscuit, actually dog is eating 6 biscuits. So if dog is also eating 5 biscuits, cat is also eating 5 biscuits, the number of pets are 10. So everyone is eating 5 biscuits. That means the overall number of biscuits must be 50. But what is the overall number of biscuits here? They are 56. That means 56 are there. That means how many extra? That means 6 biscuits are extra. And here there is one dog. One dog is there who is eating that extra, because 5 have already divided. So number of dogs must be 6 by 1. That is also 6. So my answer has to be option D, by any way you solve. All right. Next one, in a zoo, there are some goats and hens. Number of heads are 40, number of legs are 100. These are very, very important questions, repeatedly coming over the years in every exam almost. So let's solve. There are some goats and hens. So number of goats plus number of hens has to be 40. Next, total number of legs. So you know goat has 4 legs and hen has 2. So it is 100. Now solving the equation, multiply this by 2. So this is also by 2 and this is also by 2. It becomes 80. This gets cancelled now. Minus 2g will be equal to minus 20. So g will be 10. So if g is 10 and the total number of heads are 40, so g is 10, that means goats are 10, so hens must be 30. So here find the number of goats, the answer has to be 10. This is my first way, and you can solve these two equations by the method I have discussed, that cross multiplication methods. So let's try using that way out. So it is for g, this time if you don't want to use minus, so this is 1, this is 1, so it is 100 minus 40 into 2, 80 divided by this into this. So this is 4 minus 2, how much? 20 by 2, that is 10. Basically we have to get plus here. Okay, multiply anyway, but overall should be plus, no negative. So it is 10. So g value is coming out to be 10. So h value will be 30. Next, alligation. So these are number of hens, these are number of goats. So there are 40. If suppose goat has how many? They have 4 legs. So if there are 40 heads and all those 40 heads are having 4 legs, so total number of legs must be 40 into 4, 40 into 4, 160. If there are hens, each hen is having 2, so 40 into 2 must be 80 number of legs. But what is the total number of legs? 100. Apply alligation. It is 20, it is 60, it is 1:3. So 1:3 means total is 4. 4 means total number of heads means total number of people, total number of hens and goats. So 4 is 40, so 1 is 10, and this is 1 denotes for goat, so 1 value is 10, and that is only asked. That is option B, right? So this is how we can solve this question. Next one, there are deers and ducks. Heads are counted, they are 180. Acha, I forgot to discuss the last method for the last one. Total number of heads are 180. Now let's talk about legs. So if I write here hens, write here goats. So goats has 4. So I can write 2 plus 2. Hen has 2 legs. Let's suppose everybody is having 2 legs. So total number of heads are 40. That means 40 people, 40 hens and goats together. That means total number of legs should be, if both, suppose hens as well as goats, they all had 2 legs. The total number of legs should be 80. But what is the total number of legs? It is 100. That means how much more? 20 more. 20 more. Why? Because there are 2 extra legs for goats. So how many goats? It will be 10. So this is again coming out to be same. It is 10. Right? Next one. Again, in a zoo there are deers and ducks. So deers and ducks. And heads are counted, they are 180. Legs are counted, they are 448. So duck, how many? Duck has 2. Duck, D-U-C-K, right? Sorry, it is coming here. So duck 2 legs, and deers 4 legs, right? So solving the equation now again. So multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2. This is coming out to be 360, and solving it, you will get 2 deers equals to, what is the difference? 40 and 48. That is 98, isn't it? No, 98. It's 88. 40 plus 48 is 88. And it's minus. So minus, cancel number of deers has to be 44. Is it asked? Yeah, 44. You can find the other one. Now, because total was 180. So if deers is 44, that means the remaining must be ducks. So how much? 146. Yeah, 136. 136 must be the number of ducks. This is first way. Solving this by equation, we can solve. Let's try that. Now, this is 1, this is 1. Okay. For finding, suppose ducks. So, what do you do for ducks? So, for this, leave this, multiply this. So, it is going to be 180 into 4 minus 448 into 1 divided by, this is, now we have to multiply this, 4 into 1 minus 2 into 1. Solving it, you will have 720 minus 720, and how much? 448 by 2. How much this comes to 272 by 2, that is 136, right? So number of ducks we have got 136, and that's why the deer must be 180 minus 136, that is 44. So this is the second method. Next, third method is like alligation. So if total number of you talk about deers and you talk about ducks. So deers has how many? 2 heads. Sorry, 2 heads. Head is 1. Legs. Number of legs are 4. So overall legs must be 4 into 180, as 180 total animals are present. For ducks, it should be 2 into 180. So this is 720. This is coming out to be 360. Overall legs are 448. Take the ratio and solve. What is the difference? Here it is 88. What is the difference? 272. Solving it, 88. Yeah, so this is 22. This is total has to be 180. Okay, so 4 6 24, 68. Then you solve 11. Then you solve this is division by 2 becomes 34. 11 and 34 is how much? 45, and 45 value is 180, which is 4 times. So 11 also will be 4 times. That is 11 into 4, 44. 34 into 4 is also 136. So this way is also giving you answer. Last way. So this is let's say deers and ducks. So deers have 4, so we'll divide it like 2. So suppose both are having 2 legs. If both are having 2 legs, total number of animals are 180. That means there should be only 360 number of legs. But what is the number of legs present? 448. If you subtract, it is 88 legs extra. These 88 extra are of deers. So 2 into number of deers must be equal to 88. So number of deers must be 44, and that is my answer. Right? Move on to the next. In an engineering college, the average package of engineering graduates from mechanical engineering is 2.45 lakh. So from mechanical, 2.45 lakh per year. Average salary from electronics it's 3.5 lakh per year. Fine. The average salary of all of them is 3.12. Find the least. Now this is important. What is the meaning of least here? Least number of electronics graduate. Okay, let's see. So first find out the difference here. 12 and 56. What is the difference? It is 44.44 basically. A point will be cancelled because we are taking the ratio. 312 and 45. It is 55 plus 12, 67 or 0.67. Now if you just cancel the ratio is 44 is to 67. Now what is the mean? If there are 44x mechanical engineers, then there are 67x electronics engineer. Right? Now what is the minimum value? It's saying the least number. Least number means minimum value. What is the least number? If I put x as 1, I will get the least number. So that is 67 only. And if I ask you find the maximum number, it is unsolved. We can't find. It should be a multiple of 67, but if the question says maximum number, we can't find. But least number we can find because these are in ratio, and a ratio when we convert to number, it will become 67x. So what is the least value I can give to x? That is only 1. So the least number also has to be 67, right? So this is my answer. So that's all for the session. I hope you have enjoyed and learned it. Thank you so much for watching.